Hello, everybody. We should be live with Mirage right now. Okay. Well, we should be live right now. Hopefully. Let me just... Pour myself a drink. Yeah. Well, I mean, we might as well start, but before I start, well, actually, I could start and then show it. So I could start and then show it. So, I was gonna say, so, Mirage got an update today, and that update comes with something nice. Now you'll see, when I'm running, you don't notice something. There's something missing from when I'm running, and that is thanks to this. That is thanks to this. So there's something missing when I'm running now. If I go to options, down to image, motion blur. There we go. No more ugly ass motion blur in this game. You can finally turn it off. No more ugly ass motion blur. Yeah, I missed the motion blur. They should pull a modern Pokemon and remove that feature. Look at that! No more motion blur. I can have it on or I can have it off. And I'm turning it off because it's awful. I hate it. But yes, motion blur is finally added, so you can finally turn it off. Thank God. And that was one of the major reasons I decided to do this stream today, because we have no more motion blur anymore. So I can run and sprint, and there's no motion blur. Oh my God, it took them a month to implement this, but I'm glad it's finally here. I'm glad it's finally gone. Also kind of looks like they reduced the screen tearing a bit. It's still not fully gone, but it looks like they reduced it. But yes, the motion blur is finally gone. Oh, and there's also something else they fixed. There's also something else they fixed here. So before this update, we couldn't do diagonal wall runs on non-standing objects anymore. But because of this update, they fixed it.
Hey, Justin.
So now we can do diagonal wall runs on non-standing objects again. So They finally fixed that. It's been a month. So it's finally here, not blurring you. So it's finally here, not blurring you, and if you toggle the option, you can unblur too. So if I turn it on, I can blur myself, I can blur the game again, but I don't want to turn it on because the motion blur in this game is actually awful. It's sprinting is really bad, so I am keeping that shit off. I am keeping that shit off. It is disgustingly awful. But now I can enjoy this game without tearing my eyes out, so. I can finally play Mirage again without tearing my eyes out because of the god-awful motion blur. It's so... Yeah, we are so back. Yeah, now that I have adjusted to it, I can see that the option changed nothing and it looks exactly how I remember it. My god. Was that? Okay, I guess, I thought that was stick drift for a second. It's like, I got this controller, like, literally a month ago. I was gonna say, there's no way that that's stick drift. Yeah, I'm sure I can get stick drifting, get a stick drifting in a month.
Hey. Off with you.
Yeah, I've already gone through 2 controllers that have stick drift. I'm not doing this again. Yeah, I'm not doing stick drift controllers again. I've already gone through 2 controllers for stick drift. Yeah, in literal seconds. Yeah, that's really fucking funny. Yeah, that movie was... Kung Fu Panda 4 is a fucking disaster. I don't know what the fuck the people that made that movie were smoking. Okay. It's not like the writers didn't straight up admit that they didn't want to write that story. Or maybe they actually did manage to spend less time writing her backstory than the people trying to make it work.
مرحبا.
ما الأخبار يا صديقي؟
ويحك سيسيئونك ضربا.
Yeah, I don't know what the I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do with that movie. Wait, what about this? Can I do this? No. How about this? Trying. Yeah, like they tried. Yeah, like they tried it all with that movie. Yeah, you know exactly what they were going for, just remember what card. Yeah, I don't. Can I be a master assassin outfit? No. I still haven't gotten the Rayhan die yet. Oh well. Viper. Or the Toxic Shroud outfit. I think you thought it was called the Ebony Mail. Oh, okay, that was sick. See ya. That's going in the... I actually can't believe I did that. The catch ledge into the eject, that was really nice. I like that.
Hold on. Be off with you.
Nope. The other guy's moment where you just something and he just splats on the ground. Okay. Okay. Exactly that. When Konami did exactly one of that, and his goes thing in like years, so.
Off with you.
His Twitch is pretty much dead at this point. Yeah, Konami lived up to his title of dad and went to get milk. Well, he still has yet to come back. Yeah, he still has yet to come back with the milk. It's been 5 years, Papa. When are you coming back? Really? Come on. Yeah, I'm surprised that the child managed to survive 5 years without milk. Wait, let me see if this is something they fixed. Please tell me they fixed this. Milk the DNA of the bowl of cereal. I think this might... Hopefully this is something they fixed. Let's see. Let's see if they fixed it. Or if I'm just gonna splat to the ground. Yep.
What?
Yep. They didn't fix that. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, they didn't fix that. Oh, that's so nice. Nope, they didn't fix it. If they would have fixed it there, I would have done a backwards leap of faith into the haystack, but no, they didn't fix that. No, I just did a freeform eject to my death. Instead of doing the backwards leap of faith, like I would originally have been supposed to. So no, they did not fix that. But at least the motion blur is gone.
Wait, what?
At least the motion blur is gone.
عظيم. مجنون عن الفرنسا.
How does healing work in this game? Oh, you just... Oh, I just double tap the button. It just heals me from damage. Or I just double tap down on the D-pad. There's not really much to how healing works in this game. You don't really do much of it. Aside when you throw yourself off of cliffs. It would be funny to try and see you land on the ledge after Bassam and then land on the ledge and then Bassam ragdolls to the ground. That'd be funny. I've had that happen before where I just like take too much damage on like a jump that I think I can roll and then I just splat to the ground. Good. I got it. Thank you for keeping my momentum with the hanged vault there. That is so nice. Man, having the hanged vault is so nice. Okay. Having the hanged vault is nice. What do they think? Bassam is some sort of hedgehog. Oh yeah, I know the Sonic fan base really hates the word momentum for some reason. It's like the word moist. Yeah, to a Sonic fan, the word momentum is basically the word moist to everyone else. Okay. Yeah, so that's how you do the... that's how you do the hanged vault. Okay. I was holding a direction there. What? I was literally holding a direction. There we go. Yeah, I have no fucking idea why Sonic fans hate momentum so much. Yeah, I blame Heroes. Heroes literally has none. Yeah, all 2.5 of them. Yeah, Heroes fucking sucks. Like, I'm sorry, I can't sugarcoat it. Heroes fucking sucks. It's not a good game. I don't know how many people convince themselves that Heroes is a good game. It's not. I feel like the people who say Heroes is good haven't actually played Heroes. It's not a good game. Yeah, Heroes is not a good game. Yeah, so you would have... Yeah, so you could just use this on literally any of these raised roofs. You could just use it on literally any of these raised roofs here. I gotta time it right. Gotta time that right. It's not what I did. Yeah, you just gotta time it right. Yeah, they fortunately didn't patch this. Yeah, I can't get the Chaos Emerald from Bingo Highway. It's like, oh yeah, but the game gets better after that. It's like, I highly doubt it. God. There we go. I did it. It's not my fault that I'm holding left and Sonic is running to the right into the top of the tube. I still don't know how people consider Heroes a good game. I really don't. I don't know how people consider Heroes to be a good game. It's not. So yeah, this is a little bit of a tutorial on Hang the Vault. So you see this little move that I do right here. I do it pretty much as often as I can. So basically, all you have to do is hold sprint and then manual jump towards the ledge. Yeah, they listen to the soundtrack and disregard literally everything else. So yeah, it's basically just hold, sprint, and then when you approach the ledge and you jump towards it, hold a direction, and then press the jump button, which in this case would be X, right when you touch the ledge. So I usually hold down when I jump, and then when I reach the ledge, or at least like right when I reach the ledge, or like slightly before I reach the ledge, I press the X button. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Nope. So I just hold the direction. Usually I hold down. Yeah. And then if I tap the button right, then is the most important part of the tutorial. Yeah, this isn't going on, I mean, this is going to be a live stream, so it's just going to stay like that. I'll probably make a tutorial on this in the future, just in case a lot of people don't. A lot of people seem to want to know about this, at least within the communities. A lot of people seem to want to know how to do this, so I might do a tutorial on it in the future. But it is very hard to get. It is not consistent at all. See, look, I got it there. Yeah, Hang to Vault is not consistent at all because it's not an intentional mechanic. So make sure the backing track is Rules of Nature. Probably not gonna do that. That's gonna be really fucking hard to talk over Rules of Nature. And besides, I already used Rules of Nature for one of my videos. I think I already used Rules of Nature for one of my old videos. I think I used it for, no, I used it for, my Mystic Spearhand montage. Yeah, I believe I did that, right? Yeah, I think it was my Mystic Spearhand montage for DD2 that I used, Rules of Nature. I used it as the I used it as the soundtrack for my clips. Yeah, I used it as one of the... Yeah, I used it as one of the clips. So... I don't know if I would use Rules of Nature again. Maybe I would. Yeah. So that's how you do that. All you have to do is just approach, hold the direction, and then when you get close, you just press the jump button when you're holding a direction when you reach the ledge. And sometimes you'll just vault over the ledge. It's very hard to do. It's basically perfect. It is basically like frame perfect timing. So sometimes you'll get it like that. But yeah, that's pretty much how vault to hang, or that's pretty much how hang to vault works. It's not an intentional mechanic. It is a bug. Yeah. Collective consciousness. I think that'd be fun. I might use that. I can't remember what. Can't remember. Isn't that's Monsoon's theme, right? I think that's Monsoon's theme, if I remember correctly, right? That wasn't relegated to punching. I think that's Monsoon's theme, if I remember correctly. Man, I would kill... Oh, it's Armstrong... Really? Huh? I don't think that's Arm... Huh. I thought Armstrong... No, Armstrong's was it has to be this way, right? I'm pretty sure that's Armstrong's. I'm pretty sure that's... No, Armstrong's is it has to be this way. It's not that. I don't think collective consciousness is Armstrong's. Armstrong's is it has to be this way, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure collective consciousness is someone else. I don't think it's Armstrong. I thought it was Monsoon's, though. I'd have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that's not Armstrong's. Yeah, like... Yeah, it's so weird. It has to... There's no way. I'm pretty... No, Armstrong's is it has to be this way. What the fuck? Wait, unless you're talking about... Oh, unless you're talking about the DLC. It's probably on the DLC, right? It has to be for the DLC, though. I don't think it's for the regular game. I think it's for the DLC, right? The Sam DLC. I think it's for the Sam DLC, not the base game. That has to... No, yeah, it has to be for the DLC. Yeah, I think it's for the DLC. I don't think it's for the main game. That's why I was confused. Pretty sure it's for the DLC. Because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Armstrong has a different theme for the Sam DLC. Oh! Really? Huh. Yeah, I thought maybe it would have been for the Sam DLC, but yeah, when you're not making his nanomachines go hard, that's when that's how, or this is how, yeah. Yeah, Yeah, and then at that point, this is how it. Yeah, then that's the one that plays. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now I remember. Man, I need to. God, I would kill for a modern. I would kill for a modern port of Metal Gear Rising. I need to replay that game. It's so good. Metal Gear Rising was so good. I would love to replay that game. Just even having like a modern port. Yeah, objectively speaking, Armstrong gets hard when a man touches him. Yeah, I think that's pretty gay. God, I would kill for a modern port of Metal Gear Rising. It's too bad that the only way to play it currently is PC. Unless you want to buy a PS3 and play Metal Gear Rising through that, but I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like having to buy a PS3 just to play Metal Gear Rising. It's too bad the only modern way to play it right now is on PC, which kind of sucks. I would love for it to get a console port. It was like, oh yeah, maybe Kojima was on to something. Oh yeah, Xbox One is backwards compatible. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot PS5 doesn't do that because Sony's stingy as hell when it comes to backwards compatibility. And the backwards compatibility only works with PS4 games for PS5. And there's no backwards compatibility for PS4, so... Yeah. I could play it on a PS4 right now if Sony wasn't such an asshole when it comes to backwards compatibility.
Hold on.
That's ours.
Sure.
I don't.
Hey, huh? Who's
Yeah, just pay extra for PlayStation Plus and you could stream whatever PS3 games they include with the service. I could, but yeah, I don't think Metal Gear Rising is on that service. I don't think Metal Gear Rising is on that service, so I could play it on Xbox, but I don't have an Xbox One, so I don't have an Xbox One or a Series X, so I wouldn't be able to play Metal Gear Rising on Xbox. The only way for me to play it would be PC, but I don't have a PC that's strong enough to play Metal Gear Rising, so... And I don't feel like wasting money buying Metal Gear Rising just to test if I can actually play it. Because I already feel like the answer is going to be no. I don't remember. Maybe I already did a test for Metal Gear Rising, or the Can I Run It test for Metal Gear Rising. I'm pretty sure you probably have a PC strong enough to play DMC4. Definitely not. That's relevant somehow. I don't think so. I don't think my PC can run DMC4. Yeah, I don't think my PC's running DMC4. I mean, like I said, I could buy Metal Gear Rising and then test it and see if I can actually run the game or not. Okay, that is actually really cool. Can your PC play Doom? Probably. I'm assuming it could play Doom. It can play Morrowind, like, decently well. It can also play Morrowind, like, decently well, so... Wait, let's see. What if I do this? Oh, that sucks. That's what I would love to do here, is if this was placed just a little bit further, what I could do is I could dive onto this, and then dive into the hay bale. That'd be, very, very cool. Yeah. No. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. Yeah, can I do that from the other side? Probably not. They're probably placed similar distances. I didn't even think about doing it from the other side. That might actually be a good idea. Looks like there's a closer pole. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I want to see if I could do this. What the fuck? I think I lost my plate. No, it's right here. This is it. I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's actually closer than before. But you know what? I could do this. If this works. No. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. No. But there is something I did, so... not that! I remember, yeah, I did dive from that far pull over there onto this. That's not what I did! Looks like it's intended to jump from where those purple plants are to the pole into that hay. I mean, yeah, I could do that. Like, obviously I could just jump down there and then use a manual jump to grab that pole and then... Yeah, and then do that. What? Yeah, you can't the other guys him. Okay. What the fuck? I did it before, but now he won't let me, like, dive onto the pole. I remember, because I literally dove onto the pole, and now he's just diving into the haystack. Okay, fuck off. I mean, that'd be cool in some situations where I could just, like, dive into... Yeah, and then if I wait, like, a little bit long, then he just does that. So stupid. Okay. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Not. That's not what I did. Yeah, sometimes the object placement in this game is really fucking weird. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give it a few more tries and then I'm gonna move on. That is definitely not what I did. I mean, yeah, I could just jump here and then do that, but that's not what I want to do. Man, if there was a way where I could, like, dive from here, like, if I could, like, dive from all the way up here down to here and then dive into that hay bale, that would be so fucking cool. Yeah, I think I'm done there. That would be nice. It was weird because I did get that dive earlier to that pole, but now I can't do it anymore. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Because I got the dive earlier and now I can't do it anymore. Well, at least the screen tearing is less distracting with without the motion blur.
Hey!
I still don't know why that goes into a foot landing or a hang landing. Like, even from this height, I feel like that should be a foot landing. I feel like that should definitely still be a foot landing. Weird.
What?
Wait, just a...
No! Help!
Whoa! Hmm. Yeah, did you hear that they did a remake of Animal Farm and Seth Rogen went in Seth Rogen all over the trailer? I didn't see that. I really hope you're joking. I really hope that's a joke. I saw yellow dust while you were climbing that building. That must mean pixies have been there. Please tell me you're joking about that Animal Farm thing, please. I don't want a remake of Animal Farm. Please tell me that's a joke. Seth Rogen laugh intensifies. Oh, this is cool. Whew. That's a cool little thing that you can do here. There's like this. Yeah, so like there's this, like this little beam here, and it seems like perfectly placed for a manual jump. I don't know why. It feels so perfectly placed for a manual jump, because if you get the right angle, you could just do this. It's so cool. I love that. Like, I love the architecture of Baghdad because it feels like this place was designed with these features in mind, even though we didn't get these features until 2 years after the game released. But, like, all of, like, these, like, places here are just, like, that's fucking cool. I guarantee if I'm, like, getting chased up here, I could just do this. Like, I just go here and I just... Yeah, can you not manually jump off those steps into that pole? Off the steps into the pole? What do you mean? I'll manually jump off the steps. So, like, if I'm up here, I could just do this.
The criminal! Guard! Guard! He's here! Over here!
There's no guards here, you fucking dumbass.
Hey! That's the wanted man! Stop him! Guard!
There's no guards here. They're not gonna hear you, buddy.
Hey, it's him! Thought you could remain hidden? For shame! Guard!
Oh yeah, you mean this? Yeah, can you not manually jump off those steps onto the pole? Yeah, you could just do this. Yeah, you can. You can use the steps. Yeah, I was asking if it was a point where you could auto jump or however it works to reach the pole. No. No, the auto jump doesn't do that. Yeah, so if you're like at the top of these steps or whatever, yeah, it doesn't reach the pole. So, however, if you're up here, you can manually jump and then do it. So, yeah, this only works with the manual jump. That's what I was saying earlier. It feels like this place was designed with these features in mind, even though they weren't in the game when it came out. Which, I mean, is just a testament to how well designed Baghdad is for parkour, where, like, it just kind of feels like the game was made with these features in mind, even though these features didn't exist until, like, a month ago. Yeah, even though these features didn't exist till, like, a month ago, it still feels like, it still feels like the world was designed with them in mind. Then again, like I said, it could be an aesthetics thing, but it's like, it was placed there to climb down from the roof, and since it would be the only other way to reach it. Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, so you do that, and then... Yeah, I guess there is a path here, right? So I guess that's what it would be for, but like, yeah, so before the manual jump update, it would probably be for like this. That'd probably be your path up to this roof. But now after the manual jump update, it's literally this. And that's really cool. Like, it just... Yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's funny. I just think it's really funny. Like... I don't know. I just think it's, like, super weird. Like, how a lot of these areas... Like, a lot of these areas just feel, like, actually, like, well-designed for parkour. Like, even without these additions, like, even without these additions being in the game when it came out, it still feels like the world was designed with them in mind. which is very nice. I don't know, maybe they planned to have the manual jump in the game, but they just never got around to it. I don't know. Kind of feels like maybe they originally planned on having manual jump in the game, and then just never got around to it. I don't know how that works. I don't know, I always just maybe assumed that somewhere down the line they had the intention of putting manual jump in the game. They just never got around to it. Could be possible. A lot of this game just feels like it was designed with manual jump in mind. Like, a lot of it just seems like too coincidental to like write off as like an aesthetics thing, where it's just kind of like, yeah, they just never connected the dots. Yeah, they played with flight active and just never connected the dots on how those points could have worked if they actually put a manual jump in. I don't know. They of course said they meant to do that after adding the manual jump. Yeah, no, some things feel like a little bit of too much of a coincidence to just write off as like, oh, they, it's just like an aesthetics thing. It's like, nah, some of these are like really specific to manual jump, so. Like, a lot of these interactions seem like really specific to manual jump. Pull was added with the manual jump and they just didn't announce it. No, it's been there. It's been there since the game came out 2 years ago. So nice. Having the pole dismount here, where you can kind of just yeah, you just do this. It's so nice. Or you can just kind of like jump off and then do like a roll, like a landing roll. It's so nice. It looks really smooth too. Yeah, that pool isn't even there now. Yeah, you need to wake up. Yeah, I don't know. All this just feels really nice. Yeah, you thought it was motion blur, but it was just the edge of the dream. Yeah, it's so nice that we can finally turn motion blur off. It took them a month to implement it, but it's finally gone. I still can't believe the DLC's been out a month. Why do you think it's called Mirage? Yeah, it's so nice just being able to dismount NSOs like super easily. I wasn't even expecting them to add that, but like, I mean, it was kind of a given when we have a manual jump. It's kind of a given that you can do that with the NSO dismounting thing, because you have a manual jump, so you can just... For this stretched collab, a model collab to reach Mirage. I just think I just think the AOT collab is just super funny, because it's like they didn't put any effort into it. Yeah, it's like they didn't put any effort into that model. It's really funny. Also, last I checked, Titans didn't have nipples, so... Like, they literally just took a model, they just took one of the models in the game and just stretched it out. Last time I checked, Titans didn't have nipples, but... whatever. I just think it's really funny. It's also just super jarring having a collab like that come out like literally a week after Mirage gets its like big DLC. It's like so weird. It's like complete tonal whiplash. Yeah, it's like complete tonal whiplash. Like, you get this great DLC for Mirage, and then Shadows gets whatever the hell that collab was. It's just so weird. Yeah, already gooning to the female Titan before you think that wouldn't be made worse if she had nipples. I just think it's funny, like... I also just thought it was super funny that the, Shadows subreddit was, like, freaking out over the fact that people were complaining about the Titan, or the AOT collab, like it wasn't low-effort slop. I was like, oh yeah, but the Titans are supposed to look like that. It's like, bro, I'm pretty sure the Titans don't have nipples, but whatever. And it's literally just a stretched out model. Like, you can literally look at it. It is literally just a stretched out model. Like, they put no effort into that collab whatsoever. Which is funny, because I've heard that the other two collabs that they did for Shadows were actually good. And then this one is just like, nah, this one fucking sucks. God, that NSO dismounting is so nice. Thank God for having a manual jump. I'm pretty sure someone could make a better Titan model in Spore. Probably. I would love to play Spore again. I know Spore is only on PC, but like, I don't... God, I would have to, I'd have to do a test to see if I could actually play Spore, or if I could actually run Spore. I don't think... Yeah, and anytime I hear NSO, I think Nintendo Switch Online. I was gonna say, also speaking of, Nintendo Switch Online, apparently Wario World came to the NSO service. A lot of people have been freaking out about that. There's like, yeah, Wario World came to the Switch 2 NSO GameCube service, so... I mean, I'm, like, I guess it's fine. Like, Wario World is, like, a good game. Like, it's not bad, it's just weird. Because, I mean, come on. They haven't made a Wario Land game in, like, fucking ages at this point. So I don't know why they suddenly think they care about why they care about Wario Land. I mean, where is their cash grab? I'm so glad the console with the GameCube controller can't play GameCube games. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Wonder if people are gonna start acting like them bringing Wario World to the NSO, the NSO service for the Switch 2 are gonna start thinking like Nintendo actually cares about the Wario Land. I don't think they do. I don't think Nintendo cares at all about Wario Land. Because they haven't made a new Wario Land game in like fucking ages. WarioWare is their cash grab. I think it should show their lack of interest in just porting older games by putting Sonic Heroes on the on NSO. I wouldn't be surprised if Sonic Heroes actually did come to NSO. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Then everybody gets to play one of the most mediocre Sonic games ever released. Then you too can now experience the most mediocre Sonic game ever made. Yeah, but I guess it's good news for, Wario Land, or for Wario Land fans. They finally get to play Wario World. They finally get to pay for Wario World on their Switch 2, a game that is 22 years old. Probably still rank Heroes over Forces. I mean, I said mediocre. I don't think Heroes is bad. I think it's mediocre. Forces is bad. Like, Forces is just bad. I think Heroes is mediocre. I don't think it's bad. But, Forces is definitely bad. I do agree, though. I definitely say that Heroes is better than Forces. But that's not really a high bar to set. It's not really a high bar to set, because Forces is just god-awful.
Go, now.
I think Forces is worse than 06, and I've said that for years. For Wario World, but it's capped at 30 FPS. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I still can't believe people are celebrating the fact that you have to pay for a 22-year-old game. You have to pay like $50 a year for access to a 22-year-old game. Because Wario World came out in 2003, so... They're literally paying to maintain access to a 23-year-old GameCube game. It's really funny. Yeah, you don't have to pay anything if you're already paying. Yeah, I guess that's fair. People are like, "Oh, this is such a great Christmas present." It's like, oh well, it's not really much of a Christmas present if you have to pay for it. It's not really much of a Christmas present from Nintendo if you have to pay for it. And it's not like Nintendo cares about Wario Land anyways. It's not like Nintendo cares about the Wario Land series anyway, so... Them putting Wario World on the NSO service doesn't mean they suddenly care about Wario Land anymore. It doesn't. I think Wario World is a good game, but like... Them putting it on the service doesn't mean they suddenly care about Wario Land. They probably just put it there because they said, screw it, why not? They probably just put it on the service because they said, screw it, why not? Nintendo has sold more Wario games this year than they have whatever years they sold less than 2 ports. Yeah, but, like, I mean, they specifically don't care about Wario Land. Because they have, like, they have Wario Land and they have WarioWare. They care more about WarioWare than they care about Wario Land. And by they care more about Wario Land, they don't give a fuck about Wario Land. Because WarioWare is their cash grab. And again, technically, Wario World is a Wario Land game. It just doesn't have the Wario Land title because it's Wario. Wario World is a Wario Land game, and it came out in 2003. So. But yes, they specifically do not care about Wario Land. Them putting Wario World on the NSO service doesn't prove anything. It really doesn't prove anything. Yeah, if they didn't care about Wario Land, then why did they give me this cardboard box? Oh yeah, I forgot. They did release a Wario Land game on the Virtual Boy. It's actually not bad. Like the Wario Land game on the Virtual Boy isn't actually that bad, which is saying a lot because it's a Virtual Boy game. It's probably one of the few Virtual Boy games that's actually good. Aside from like maybe Tellero Boxer. It's like one of the few Virtual Boy games that's it's literally one of the best Virtual Boy games, which says a lot to the quality of the Virtual Boy games. I'd probably say the second best Virtual Boy game after that is probably like Tellero Boxer. Tellero Boxer is good. I actually like Tellero Boxer. It's not that bad. I still fucking hate the red shit, though. Like, I hate the red screen on the Virtual Boy. It's fucking nauseating. The Virtual Boy is a shit console, but it does have, like, 2 or 3 good games on it. Out of, like, the 23 that were released. I think it was 23, right? No, it's 22. Yeah, they released 22 games on the Virtual Boy. But you only get access to 14 of them. Xbox also hates red, although they won't tell me why. They probably hate red rings. I would assume they hate red rings specifically. But yeah, I would probably say, yeah, Wario Land on the Virtual Boy isn't actually a bad game. It's actually pretty decent. And then I would say the next best game after Wario Land on the Virtual Boy is probably like Tellero Boxer. And I mean, Tellero Boxer is like decent. It's not good, but it's like it's decent. I have actually had the unfortunate, I've had the unfortunate pleasure of playing some Virtual Boy games recently, but, I do it through, the 3DS emulation, because because I don't want to use an actual Virtual Boy. I don't want to use an actual Virtual Boy to play that shit, so... I don't want to use an actual Virtual Boy, so... I just use 3DS emulation. I do have the Wario Land game on the Virtual Boy that I downloaded. I could actually probably download the whole Virtual Boy library. And I wouldn't have to pay a dime for it. And I would get all the games. Unlike the NSO service, where you get like... Yeah, you get only like 14 of the 22 games that were released for the Virtual Boy. Yeah, just use the Switch 2 add-on, then you won't be using an actual Virtual Boy for, well, paying way too much for the experience. Yeah. I'm not gonna be doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Like, I'm not gonna pay to play a Virtual Boy game in 2025. I'm not gonna pay to play a Virtual Boy game in 2025. Like, I'll just use my 3DS. Which is kind of funny, though, because 3DS is literally the perfect... Like, 3DS was literally the perfect system for them to do, like, Virtual Console with the Virtual Boy, but they didn't do it. And I don't know why. Like, Nintendo just, like, hates money, I guess. I guess Nintendo just hates money. Like, the 3DS was literally the perfect console for them to reintroduce the Virtual Boy, and they didn't do it. For, like, the 3 people that actually bought the Virtual Boy. Because it didn't even sell 1 million copies. It's kind of funny, though, because, yeah, the Virtual Boy didn't even sell 1 million units. And then you compare that to the second worst Nintendo console launch, which was the Wii U, and it sold 13 million copies, or it sold 13 million units, which is really funny. Yeah, the Virtual Boy is the worst performing Nintendo console ever, and the Wii U is the second worst performing Nintendo console ever, and the Wii U still sold significantly more copies than the Virtual Boy. It still sold significantly more units. It sold 16 times. It sold over 16 times the amount of units as the Virtual Boy, and it was still considered a failure. I mean, it was. The Wii U was a commercial and financial failure, so... But it's just funny when comparing it to the Virtual Boy. Yeah, it's still funny when comparing it to the Virtual Boy, which didn't even sell 1 million units. It sold 777,000 units. Yeah, the Virtual Boy sold 770,000 units. And the Wii U sold 13 million. Toru Howard Dodo. Yeah, I'm sure people were just... Yeah, I'm sure people were just craving another Virtual Boy. I'm sure people were just craving. We're just craving we're just craving more Virtual Boy. I'm sure people were just craving more Virtual Boy. Whatever. If the Virtual Boy actually becomes successful because of Nintendo Switch Online, that is like the worst thing that could happen this year. Because it feels like everyone just like... It feels like every single Nintendo fanboy just collectively forgot how shitty the Virtual Boy actually is. Yeah, the scalpers are absolutely craving the ability to sell actual boxes they found in an alleyway to people who didn't want to plastic box in the shape of a Virtual Boy, or to buy a plastic box in the shape of a Virtual Boy. I think the Virtual Boy, I think the prospect of the Virtual Boy being successful because of Nintendo Switch Online is probably the most horrifying thing that could happen this year. It's like everyone collectively forgot how shitty the Virtual Boy actually is as a console. Like, the 3D effects of the Virtual Boy weren't even that good. Like, they were pretty mediocre, all things considered. Yeah, I checked the Steam charts and absolutely nobody was paying! Yeah, nobody's paying for that. I doubt anyone's paying for Virtual Boy. There's no way. It's like everyone just collectively forgot how shitty the Virtual Boy actually is. Like, it's not even good now. Like, just looking back on... Like, even just looking back now at the Virtual Boy, it's like... It's still a failure. It still sucks. It's a terrible console. It has a good... Like, it has a good idea, but, like... You know, it already has a successor in the 3DS, so... Like, the Virtual Boy already has a successor that was actually successful, which was the 3DS. So... If you want stereoscopic 3D, why the fuck would you use a Virtual Boy? Like, if you want stereoscopic 3D in your games, why the fuck would you play on Virtual Boy? Like, you already have the console's spiritual successor, which is the 3DS. I'll repeat that when my eyes recover and I can see anything but red. Yeah, thank God if you're emulating Virtual Boy games, you can change the color, which is nice, so your eyes aren't bleeding when you play any Virtual Boy game. So you can actually change the colors around on the Virtual Boy if you're emulating it, which is how I would prefer people actually experience Virtual Boy games. Like, don't play it on official hardware. I have had the unfortunate pleasure of playing Virtual Boy on actual hardware. It sucks. Like, do not play it on actual hardware. So the entire screen is red to remove the black from my Virtual Boy games. If you want to play Virtual Boy games, just emulate them. Like, really. There's no point in playing on official hardware. There is literally no point to playing Virtual Boy games on official hardware. Like, just emulate it. There is nothing in the world... There is nothing in the world I would do. Like, I would not go through all that I would not go through all that suffering just to, play on official hardware. Like, it's actually painful. But only 14 of them. Nintendo agrees you should emulate them, but only 14 of them. It'd be funny if on the NSO service. I don't know if they actually do that or not, but if they do let you change the color from red, if they actually do let you change the color on the Virtual Boy service, then that is a W. That is a huge W. I don't know if they let you change the colors of the Virtual Boy games on the service or not. But that would be a huge missed opportunity if they don't. Because literally every Virtual Boy emulator out there, literally almost every single Virtual Boy emulator out there lets you change the color of the game. Considering that would be an option, Nintendo made sure to remove it in the planning phase. Probably. Literally every single Virtual Boy emulator, almost every single one of them, lets you change the color of the game. So if Nintendo doesn't do that, that's a huge L on their part. But then again, they're also expecting you to pay money for Virtual Boy games, so that's already a big L right there. They're already expecting you to pay money for Virtual Boy games anyway, so I don't think I would wish that upon my worst enemy. You said the E word, keep your doors locked for the rest of your life. Yeah, Nintendo agrees that you should emulate Virtual Boy games, but you only get 14 of them, of the 22 Virtual Boy games that were ever released. Nintendo only wants you to have access to 14 of them, not all 22 of them, which is very funny. It's just really, really funny. Literally over a third of the Virtual Boy games. Yeah, like seriously. That's over half, actually. Yeah, I mean not included. I mean, yeah, the Virtual Boy has such a pitiful library of games because it was such a failure. Nintendo doesn't even want you to have access to all of the games. And there's only 22 of them. Literally only 22. And they don't want you to have access to all of them. Which is so dumb. Since 14 would be 2/3 of 20... It's actually 22. It's not 21, it's 22. They released 22 games for the Virtual Boy. Which is very funny that they don't want you to have the final 8 of them. And they're releasing all of the Virtual Boy games over time, but only 14 of them. Which is like, why? Like, why not the last 8 games for such a dead console? Like, the Virtual Boy is inarguably Nintendo's single biggest failure ever, and they don't want you to have all of their games. They're only letting you have 14 of them. For a console that is considered to be Nintendo's greatest failure ever. And there's a reason the Virtual Boy did shit. Like, there's a reason the Virtual Boy sold poorly. Because it was bad. Like, the 3D effect wasn't even that impressive for what they wanted to do. The 3D effect wasn't even that good, from what I remember. I'm actually grateful for the Virtual Boy being released, since that means I only got the silver for the biggest disappointment of 1995. Like, it wasn't even a disappointment, it was just a flat-out failure. Yeah, it wasn't even a disappointment, it was just a flat-out failure. Like, yeah, the Virtual Boy seemed good on paper, but it was like... It was just executed in the worst way possible. Yeah, I hope they fired whoever designed the Virtual Boy. I hope they don't work at Nintendo anymore. Yeah, that console deserves to be burned in a fire. It is awful. Yeah, if it wasn't a disappointment, does that mean I actually got the gold? Eh. I just think it's really funny that somehow people are like praising the Virtual Boy thing. Like somehow some people are like praising the Virtual Boy shit, but it's like I don't know how you can praise paying for Virtual Boy. shit in 2025. I don't know how people can praise Virtual Boy shit in 2025. Like, it's such an awful idea. Yeah, we're gonna give people, yeah, we're gonna resell our biggest failure of a console ever and hope that we get those sales back that we missed in 1995. Even though, again, the Virtual Boy already has its own successor, which is the 3DS, so... And the 3DS actually sold very well, so... I mean, the 3DS is literally Nintendo's best-selling handheld ever made, so... Which is also funny that they decided not to re-release Virtual Boy Virtual Console for the 3DS, which would have been the right play for Nintendo to do, but I guess Nintendo doesn't like money. I'm sure people would have been willing to pay like $10 for... Like, they probably would have been willing to pay like $5 or $10 for access to a virtual, or to one of the Virtual Boy games forever on the 3DS. Virtual Boy, Virtual Console on the 3DS was such a missed opportunity. I don't know why they didn't do that. So weird. Nintendo sometimes just makes the dumbest decisions ever. I don't know why. Nintendo just makes the dumbest decisions ever sometimes. Is 1995... Yeah, is 1995 the release year, the amount of minutes the Virtual Boy sold in stores? Probably both. I can't imagine people were that excited to go home and play with their new Virtual Boy. I can't imagine people were, like, thrilled to go out and buy a Virtual Boy, considering only 770,000 people bought it. Yeah, considering only 770,000 people actually bought the Virtual Boy, I don't think people were too thrilled to go home and play with their gigantic-ass headset that causes nausea and headaches. The recommended amount of seconds you should use your Virtual Boy before taking a week-long break. It's probably milliseconds, honestly. Probably more like milliseconds. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was also gonna say, this is, I was gonna say, this is something they also fixed. So, you see my tools, right? Let me see. Let me go fill up on my tools. Oh yeah, so they also fixed the glitch. So they also fixed the bug where you lose your some of your tools when traveling between the two regions in the game. So yeah, now you don't lose your tools anymore. Yeah, so you don't lose your tools anymore when traveling between Baghdad and Alula. You don't lose your tools anymore, which is very nice. So they fixed that annoying bug. Imagine if they fixed the ability where... Imagine if they fixed the glitch where you lose the ability to get ammo in Unity. Yeah, they're not gonna fix that. Imagine if they did, though. Then I would actually play Unity again, because I actually like the guillotine gun. I think the guillotine gun is fun. Like, I think it's a really fun weapon, but... Yeah, having the bug where you're just not allowed to have ammo for it fucking sucks. And nobody knows what triggers it, so... Yeah, literally nobody knows what triggers it, so... I just have to play through the game again and then hope that I don't get the bug, and then if I do, it's just like... Well, no, you're fucked. But yeah, I have full tools, so you can see in my inventory I have full tools. But if I travel between Baghdad and Alula, and I go here, if I go through my tools, I still have them. Look at that, they fixed it. I still have all my tools. That's great. I still have all my tools. It's awesome. Just get my drink. I didn't lose some torches. Torches are infinite. I can't believe it, they actually fixed it. Thank God. Yeah, they did actually fix it, so... Look at this. Daredevil. Yeah, if I can't see the number, how do you know, how can you know you didn't lose torches if you can't see the number go down? Because you have infinite torches. Yeah, you have infinite torches. Yeah, you have infinite. So. Yeah, I guess Bassam just has an infinite supply of torches. I don't know why. I don't know why Bassam just suddenly has like an infinite supply of torches. Infinite torches means infinite potential loss. Yeah, you don't lose torches. Very fun. Yeah, ammo's full, so... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I didn't... You rub his ankles together to light a fire. Yeah, you thought it was torches, but it's actually skin cells rubbing against each other on the way down. Yeah, this was like the one glitch preventing me from just fast traveling between these two areas. Is that you lose your torches, or that you lose your items, like your tools when you fast travel. And they finally fixed it. I don't know what the fuck that was, though. But yeah, I guess Nintendo fans now are celebrating the fact that they have to pay, that they have to pay $50 a year to access a 22-year-old GameCube game. Yeah, now you have to pay $50 a year to access a 22-year-old GameCube game. It's so nice. Yeah, he was reducing carry weight so he could fast travel. It's balanced. Oh yeah, they also fixed this. Yeah, they fixed that. So I can do diagonal wall runs on NSOs again. That was something they also fixed.
أحمق ابتعد عني.
What is it? What's going on? What in the happened here? Where is it coming from?
Yeah, where did the other guy go? Well, he's dead. He's like giga dead.
I'll keep a lookout anyway.
اللعنة ماذا يجري؟ النجدة. هل هناك المزيد؟ نعم. سأدور عبر
Weariness keeps us
Souls
alive.
Huge
or
bags of gold.
the most foolhardy dare to make the journey.
Hmm.
تعال وتحدث معي.
Yeah, after immediately dying.
Come this way. He won't get away. Go! Hold it!
أراهن على تسلق شجرة لا يصح ذلك. انتبه، كنت ستتحدث. كنا جمع.
He won't get away. Go! Hold it! All right, spread out. Find the dog. Hold it!
لدي فترة العصر بأكملها غدا.
He won't get away.
لماذا؟
ستجدون قيمة
Man, you guys are really bad at your jobs.
Your caution is well placed, yet we must be careful.
Well, at least we don't have that ugly motion blur anymore.
I met a strange foreigner who claimed to
هل حدث أن مهلا سأكون مجنونا Wait, hold on.
كم هذا غريب.
Hmm. Can you interact with those birds at all? No.
أوه، لا يبدو ذلك آمنا.
أيها الأبله اللعين.
لا لا، ما هذا؟
ماذا يحدث الآن؟
Not interested. Go. Meet your god!
Awful timing.
I believe 90s Marvel Censor Assassin's Creed Mirage, like that Spider-Man cartoon.
تحلى ببعض الأدب أيها. Hey, it's him.
أيها المجنون.
He's over here.
انتبه لنفسك.
Get him.
كم هذا؟
No.
You evil man. Stay. Stop. Get the gun.
Die!
No. It doesn't work.
Time to move.
We'll find him. Huh?
Going to rip your guts out! Keep my guard up. Split up! Search everything! Yes, Sahib.
Not here, are you? I will find you.
Get over here! The outlaw! He is here! The guard will deal with him! Guard! Get this trash off the street! Over here!
Don't let the soldier catch you at it. Go, quickly.
Huh? Since I've been streaming for 2 hours, definitely not, right? I've been streaming for 2 hours already, holy. I'd answer that, but the only time I can go off is the notification of when you went live. Yeah, apparently I've been streaming for 2 hours. Didn't even know that. Discord just proved far better than YouTube by giving me an actual timestamp. And it is currently 6:41. Yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't even really consider that. Just... I saw the worst Oblivion take based on the title anyway.
Got that one on the side from Talal's back.
Skyrim ruined Oblivion Remastered for me. Oh my god. It's one of those. It's one of those videos.
You're dead! Back off, you shit!
It's one of those videos. Oh my god. I think I remember seeing that video in my recommended and I never watched it.
Coward! Stand and fight! The sentence is death, murderer. What spectacular courage! Ha!
Be better.
You're already dead, lawbreaker.
Steady yourself, Basim. Come on.
Behold, the fear of evil men as they die.
I have heard it all before.
Yeah, there's a reason why Skyrim was released across. Yeah, it really is garbage. It really is the garbage of all time. Oh my god. I can't believe that. Wait.
There is a problem, we will be ready.
No, you won't. You will not be ready. Oh my god, I can't wait to hear about the rest. No. If you prioritize exploration, Skyrim is the best game of all time. No. Not even close. It is not even remotely close. Yeah, let me guess, the video is gonna have nothing to do about Oblivion Remaster, and it's just gonna be the guy jerking off Skyrim. The video is gonna have absolutely nothing to do with Oblivion Remastered. I already know this. I already know that.
I have heard that the roads far to the east of these dunes grow ever more perilous.
It's so funny. Oh, it has to be a joke. That's so funny. So insanely ahead of its time, and yet Oblivion came out before it and had an infinitely more explorable world than Skyrim, and also Morrowind came out in 2002. Holy shit. That is some... Yeah, then we have... Or basically every MMO. There are a lot of MMOs released when Skyrim came out. Like, you just know that, right? Skyrim's handcrafted world was so insanely ahead of its time. Yeah, right. That is so funny.
أتظن ذلك مضحكا؟
That is really funny. Skyrim? Yeah, Skyrim fans really haven't played a video game before, including Skyrim. I swear to God, Skyrim fans are so, like, they're so impressed by, like, the simplest of shit that's been in literally every video game before Skyrim. Like, it's crazy. Well, no, they did play Skyrim, they just played it with 3 billion mods installed. They did play Skyrim, they just played it with 3 billion mods installed. And that's indicative of the quality of the actual game. The 3 billion mods that the guy installed is probably indicative of the quality of the actual game. Or I just love seeing this post on Reddit where, like, somebody complains that something about Skyrim is broken and, like, The number one comment is, "Are you using mods?" And it's like, well, if you're using mods, then why the fuck are you surprised if something breaks? Particularly, oh my god, of course it's modded Skyrim. I swear to God, these people can never actually talk about the vanilla game, because we all know the vanilla game sucks. Like, we all know Skyrim vanilla sucks. So there's no point in talking about it. Like, there's no point in talking about vanilla Skyrim. Everyone knows it sucks. But I just find it funny how it's like, every single time one of these videos comes out that's just like absolutely glazing Skyrim, it's all about mods. An actual based comment. Like, every single time somebody talks about Skyrim, it's always about mods. It's never about the actual meat, like the actual main game. Every single time I see people talk about how good Skyrim is, they never talk about the base game. They never talk about the game without mods. It's always, oh, this game is so good with mods. It's like, yeah, the base game sucks. It's bad. Yeah, okay, but how many of those Skyrim players are actually playing the game unmodded as the timeless masterpiece it is? Like, exactly. If it's supposed to be a timeless masterpiece, why the fuck does nobody talk about Skyrim with unmodded Skyrim? Because the game is shit. It's bad. It's not good. Like, mods are literally the only reason you would play Skyrim. Like, it's so stupid. Like, no one ever talks about how good the game is without mods, because it's not good. It's not a good game. And everyone knows this. Like, Skyrim even back in 2011 sucked. It wasn't a good game now, and it wasn't a good game then, and it still isn't now. Like, literally, every single one of these videos jerking off Skyrim always talks about the game modded. They never talk about the actual unmodded game. 6% of Skyrim players have ever installed a mod for Bethesda. I'm pretty sure those numbers are totally reliable. 16 times the detail, am I right? Yeah, 6% of Skyrim players play with mods. Yeah, that's definitely a reliable number. I swear to God, literally everyone talks about Skyrim modded. No one ever talks about the game unmodded. Because it's not good. I think most people at this point have just accepted the reality that Skyrim as an unmodded experience is not good. Literally, how would Bethesda even track that exactly? How would Bethesda even track the percentage of people that install mods? I mean, they could probably track it through their own website, like Bethesda.net, but that also doesn't account for Nexus, you know, which is the biggest modding hub in the gaming industry. Like, I could see them being able to track it through Bethesda.net, but, like, not everyone uses Bethesda.net to install mods. Most people use Nexus. Which, I don't know how Bethesda would track the amount of people using Nexus to install mods. Like, it's just dumb. Like, how is that number even reliable? It's not. I can understand Bethesda being able to track that on their own website, but how would they do that for people that are using Game Banana or Nexus? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm kind of just hopping around, like, just randomly, because I can, because this game has a manual jump. The astronauts didn't have trouble tracking down how many players used the mods. I still don't know how Bethesda would even be able to track that number. I can understand them being able to track it on their own website, but I don't know how that... Like, people are like, oh yeah, but... Like, I just don't get it. Like, how are you even able to track the amount of people that use mods? Like, you could probably track it reliable on your own website. They probably track it through Bethesda.net, but, like, again, not everyone uses Bethesda.net to install mods, so... Most people that play on PC, and the vast majority of Skyrim's player base plays on PC, the vast majority of people who play on PC use Nexus to install mods, so... I have no fucking idea how Bethesda would track the amount of people using mods on Nexus. They wouldn't be able to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure less than 6% of people who have played Skyrim have ever touched Bethesda's website. Less than 6% of people who play Skyrim have ever touched Bethesda's website. Much less use it for mod installation. I mean, console players are kind of forced to use Bethesda.net to install mods, but like... If you're on PC, why the fuck would you use Bethesda.net to install mods? Most people just use Nexus. Like, it's such a stupid point. I don't know how anyone would be able to track that. The only people that use Bethesda.net to install mods are console players because they're forced to. They don't have access to Nexus because their consoles don't allow them to install shit like that. You have to get all your mods from Nexus or from Bethesda.net on console. Which again, the vast majority of the people who play Skyrim play on PC. So anyone that plays on PC isn't going to be using Bethesda.net. They're going to be using Nexus or Game Banana or some other modding site. They're not going to be using Bethesda.net. I'm sure those numbers are totally reliable. As someone who's never played Oblivion either, for me the issues I have with it, that they feel so empty and samey. And you know this how? What? Who never played... I'm assuming he means that he never played the original Oblivion. I don't know how you can argue that the towns and cities feel empty in Oblivion. I don't understand. I don't know how you can argue that. I don't know how you can argue that they feel empty. Then again, it's also because this guy has literally never played Oblivion, so... Like, he literally self-reports himself, so... Yeah, they hadn't played it before that point. It's such a fucking weird... I haven't actually started the video, I said just enough to get it in my history to send you later. I'm probably not gonna watch it, because it's just, like... The video just sounds incredibly bad. Like, the video already from what you've, said already sounds really bad. So, like, it probably would have helped if this guy had played Oblivion before. But, no. I don't know how you can argue some of this stuff. It's just so weird. Yeah, the guy who posted the video, he just expected to be expected Oblivion to be very similar to Skyrim and was disappointed when it wasn't. Of course it's not fucking Skyrim. Why the hell would you expect that? That's so stupid. Oblivion came out in like 2008. What the fuck? Oblivion came out like 2006, didn't it? Yeah, it was like 2006 Oblivion came out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought it was 2008 for a sec, but I was like, no, it's 2006. No, yeah, Oblivion came out 2006. Like, what the fuck were you expecting? Like, oh yeah, this game that came out before Skyrim isn't Skyrim. Yeah, no shit. It's not Skyrim. I don't look at fucking Oblivion and be like, oh, this game isn't Morrowind. Morrowind came out 4 years before Oblivion. Morrowind came out in 2002. I'm not gonna look at Morrowind. I'm not gonna look at Oblivion and be like, oh, this game isn't Morrowind. This shit sucks. Like, I love Morrowind. I like Oblivion as well. Like, they're different games. Like, yeah, they have different design principles. Like, yeah, no fucking shit. I'm not gonna look at Oblivion and be like, oh, this game isn't Morrowind. Like, yeah, no shit, Morrowind came out in 2002. Yeah, I really hate it, and I wish it was more like Crash Bandicoot. Like, it's so dumb. It's such a stupid arguing point. I don't know how anyone can argue that. Like, that's so...
Best I stay hidden.
See ya.
Turn and fight! There you are! No escape! You coward! There you are.
Yeah, someone said Skyrim has cinematic charm. Ow. What cinematics? There is nothing What do you mean cinematics? The game doesn't even have proper cutscenes. What the hell are you talking about? I don't even understand that. Like... I don't think that's inherently a bad thing, but like... I don't know how the game can be I don't get it. I don't think it's inherently a bad thing. There's a lot of games that don't have, like, proper cutscenes, but, like... so fucking weird. Oh, that's so nice. I actually got it. Yeah, it was really cinematic when Hermaeus Mora was impaling Mirage, and I was just staring at the dragon skeletons flying around everywhere. Yeah, that didn't happen, but it can. With mods, it can. Yeah, it can happen with mods. You can make it happen with mods. I'm sure you can make it happen with mods at least. Because, again, that's literally the only reason to play Skyrim. Literally the only reason to play Skyrim is mods. Like, everyone knows the unmodded game sucks, so... Everyone knows... Like, nobody talks about Skyrim unmodded. No one talks about the game unmodded. Not even with mods, there are 3 skeletons and you aren't locked into watching Mirage die. I just don't understand how you can call something a timeless classic and then not discuss anything about the game that isn't, oh, the mods are so great. It's like, what the fuck? Like, oh, this game is so good with mods. It's like, okay, so what about the actual game? I just don't understand how you can call something a timeless classic and then be like, oh, this game is so good with mods. It's like, okay, but what about the actual game? Because again, everyone knows that the only reason to play Skyrim is for mods. That's literally the only reason to play Skyrim. I don't need mods to enjoy Oblivion or Morrowind. But for some reason it's mandatory to enjoy Skyrim. Says a lot about the quality of the game when the only way to enjoy Skyrim is with mods. I'm just saying. Says a lot about the quality of Skyrim when the only way to enjoy it is with mods. Like, I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think people realize that that's not a good thing. A game only being enjoyable because of mods isn't a good thing. I don't need mods to enjoy Morrowind. I think I have like 3 of them installed and that's about it. And the only reason I have that mod installed is because for Morrowind I wanted to look at Tamriel Rebuild, which I hadn't done before. Lord of the Rings was written in the 50s and Harry Potter movies were still coming out when Skyrim was released. And again, I don't need mods like Tamriel Rebuilt to enjoy Morrowind. Like, Morrowind's already a good game, so... The only mods it needs is, honestly, patches. The only mods Morrowind really needs to be enjoyable is patches because, well, Morrowind is a Bethesda game, unfortunately, so... Morrowind is cursed with the unfortunate curse of being a Bethesda game, so it doesn't just work. Mostly because I want to get the trophies again. Limited access to mods. I still haven't actually touched mods for Skyrim. I mean, I'm not going to touch Skyrim. I'm probably not going to touch Skyrim. There is so many other RPGs that I want to play through, so... There's so many other RPGs that I just want to play through that don't have to be Skyrim. Wait a second, let me search this up. Let me search this up. Okay, never mind. The Skyrim quests were awesome. Okay, yeah, that's definitely rage bait. There's no way this guy's serious. That has to be rage bait. The Skyrim quests were awesome. Yeah, that is definitely rage bait. There's no way. There is no way that guy's serious. The Skyrim quests were good. Biggest indicator of rage bait ever. You don't get immersed in Oblivion because it feels too much like a game. What does that even mean? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like half the quests in Skyrim are just fetch quests. Like what the fuck? Half the quests in Skyrim are just fetch quests. Oh man, I can't wait to explore the next Draugr ruins. I can't wait to explore the next Draugr tombs. Man, it's always so fun having to explore Draugr tombs. I mean, to be fair, Morrowind had the same problem with the Dwemer ruins, but I mean, at least the Dwemer ruins looked distinct. Like, at least the Dwemer ruins in Morrowind looked distinct, but oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it is literally just the same thing. Like, most of the time in Skyrim, you're just exploring Draugr tombs, and they're not really that distinct from each other. They don't really have any visual flair. They're kind of just there because. But then again, like I said, Morrowind had the same problem with the Dwemer ruins. And I mean, there are Dwemer ruins in Skyrim as well. So I guess you'll enjoy exploring Draugr tombs and Dwemer ruins. Yeah, have fun having those be the only two explorable areas. I can't wait for somebody to defend the Radiant quest system, even though it's probably the worst part of Skyrim. Radiant quests are probably the worst thing I've ever seen in a video game. Like, I'm not gonna lie, quest design in Skyrim, like for the Radiant quests, I think Radiant quests are the worst thing ever. Apparently the guy who made the video hadn't even beaten the main quest of Skyrim at the time of posting. Oh my god. How can you say the quests are good if you haven't beaten the game? Well, I guess at that point, he's not going to be able to talk about Radiant quests since he hasn't beaten the game. Are truly a different breed. Yeah, Skyrim players are truly a different breed. I just don't understand it. So weird. The type that involves much family. I just don't, I don't get it. I mean, at least he can't talk about the Radiant quest because he hasn't beaten the game yet, so. Wait, what? What are you talking? Oh, it's this. Dan fixed this. This, like, this random ode melody floating here. Yeah, they should really fix that. I'm sure he would I'm sure that guy would probably defend the Radiant Quest as well. It's like, oh boy, infinite quest. That sounds like a great idea. Until you realize that they're like literally all the same. Like you're just doing the same quest repeated. Because the game has such a shit pool of quests to pull from. Yeah, I think I remember somebody making a meme. I think I remember somebody making a meme about the Radiant Quest in Skyrim where they're like, oh boy, infinite quests, that sounds like a great idea. And then you realize, like, once you've done, like, 5 Radiant quests, you've seen them all. Yeah, the Radiant quest system is ass in Skyrim. It's so bad.
Frankincense grows dearer with every caravan's passing.
I don't know how people defend Radiant quests. It's like, once you've played 5 Radiant quests, you've seen them all, basically. Yeah, at some point the video said, maker said Skyrim had impactful choices. No. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe somebody said that unironically. I refuse to believe somebody actually said that unironically. But the choices in Skyrim are almost as meaningless as the choices in Fallout 4. Like, I just don't understand it. I mean, granted though, Skyrim has a better dialogue and speech system than Fallout 4. I mean, Fallout 4's dialogue and speech system sucks. Two of the comments in a chain both disagreed. Third comment of this chain just said you could wipe out the Dark Brotherhood. Okay, yeah, such a meaningful choice. I mean, I do appreciate that the Dark Brotherhood is an actual joinable faction in Skyrim compared to Oblivion, or compared to Morrowind, where the Dark Brotherhood was literally not a joinable faction. But the Dark Brotherhood in Morrowind did more than the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim. The Dark Brotherhood questline sucks. So what Skyrim set in place and taken to the extreme. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is fair. Like, Fallout 4 does use basically Skyrim's dialogue and speech system, but it's way worse. So I will give credit where it's due. At least Skyrim doesn't have the worst speech system in a Bethesda game. Yeah, Fallout 4 is. Yeah, I'll send you a good video I watched talking about how bad Fallout 4 is. Fallout 4 sucks. It is bad. I will give Skyrim credit though. Skyrim doesn't have the worst dialogue and speech system in a Bethesda game. That award goes to Fallout 4. It's not nearly as bad as Fallout 4. I'll give it. It sucks. Like, the speech and dialogue system in Skyrim still sucks, but it's not as bad as Fallout 4. Like, you can't make a speech and dialogue system worse than Fallout 4. Yeah, are we sure Starfield didn't take Fallout 4's title? I would still... I mean, I haven't played Starfield, so I can't tell. But out of the Bethesda games I played, I think Fallout 4 still has the worst speech and dialogue system. It's possible Fallout 4 has, or Starfield has the worst one, but I haven't played Starfield, so, and I don't plan on playing Starfield because also I don't own an Xbox. So I wouldn't be able to play Starfield even if I wanted to. Which I don't. I don't have any interest in playing Starfield. I don't have any interest in revisiting Fallout 4. You think I want to play Starfield? Yeah, I don't have any interest in playing Starfield. Even if I did have an Xbox, I still wouldn't play it.
أحمق فلتهدأ يعلم متى سيعود الحسن إنه في حالة مزاجية سيئة.
Yeah, one of the comments mentioned Oblivion crashing, as if Skyrim also doesn't have that problem. Every Bethesda game crashes. It is not just Oblivion. Every Bethesda game crashes. Even fucking Doom crashes. It is just Bethesda. The game crashing is literally just a Bethesda thing. All Bethesda games crash. Even Skyrim. Even the most optimized Bethesda games still crash. I'm sure Doom the Dark Ages still crashes on startup. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, oh yeah, Bethesda, like, oh yeah, Oblivion crashes. So does Skyrim! Skyrim crashes! Like, a ton. I'm sure these guys didn't play the PS3 version of Skyrim. The PS3 version of Skyrim is literally unplayable. Like, it is very bad. The PS3 version of Skyrim is literally the worst version of Skyrim to play. And even then, the game still crashes outside of the PS3 version. It's literally just Skyrim fanboys being completely blind to it, having the same issues as every other Bethesda game. I'm not gonna defend Morrowind on this issue either. Morrowind crashes a ton as well. I literally had to install mods to stop Morrowind from crashing on launch. Like, no. It's literally just a Bethesda thing. All Bethesda games crash. That is just an inevitable thing. I can't even defend Morrowind on this situation, even though I love Morrowind. Morrowind fucking sucks when it comes to crashing. It just crashes randomly at times. I literally had to install an official patch for Morrowind when I bought it to stop it from crashing on startup because I couldn't fix it. I literally had to install a mod for Morrowind to stop crashing on launch. Like, all Bethesda games crash. It's not just Oblivion. It's every Bethesda game. It's so nice that Skyrim doesn't have any bugs on, like, every other Bethesda game. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just the thing with Bethesda games. I'm sure even Doom the Dark Ages crashes. Like, every single Bethesda game I've played requires some ridiculous amount of tweaking in order for you to actually play it on startup. Like, it just can't function normally out of the box. I don't think there's a single Bethesda game that has ever functioned out of the box. And Skyrim is not one of them. And if I had to wager, it's probably like Doom 2016 or something. Or like Doom Eternal, probably. And I'm sure Doom Eternal probably had lots of crashing issues at launch, because it's a Bethesda game. All Bethesda games crash, have issues. When has the launch for a Bethesda game ever gone smoothly? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I'm so glad that Skyrim is the most stable Bethesda game ever made. Yeah, Fallout 76 went smoothly. No, it didn't. Through a blender. I was gonna say, you have to be joking there. Fallout 76's launch was a disaster. It was probably the worst a Bethesda game has ever done at launch. It was terrible. Fallout 76's launch was awful. It's probably worse than Skyrim. And that's saying a lot, because Skyrim was one of the buggiest launches ever. Especially for the PS3 version. A lot of people just forget how buggy and unstable the PS3 version of the game actually was. Like, it was far above what Skyrim is today. And Skyrim's still buggy and glitches and crashes a lot. But the PS3 version was significantly worse. Yeah, I just don't see how anyone can unironically argue that Skyrim has less bugs, or that doesn't have bugs. The other comments mentioned Oblivion. Yeah, they mentioned Oblivion crashing as if Skyrim also doesn't have that problem. Yeah, Bethesda games can just never work outside of the box, or like out of the box. That's why people make fun of them for saying it just works. Because they don't work. Nowadays, stories need to meet so many requirements, have moral dilemmas. We've got enough of that in real life. What the fuck? What the hell? Is that an actual point? Has this guy not heard everyone who hates Ulfric for being... What the fuck? Some actual quality. I'll take a look at the Fallout 4 video later. I just saw that you sent the Fallout 4 video. I'll take a look, taken directly from the comments section. Word for word, minus the occasional typo. But yeah, I'll take a look at the Fallout 4 video later. I should probably also end stream soon, because it's like 5:30 and I have work in the morning. Ugh. It's like 5:30 and I have work in the morning. There's an actual comment I've been looking at. So you haven't seen the actual video yet? Yeah, see, Oblivion is incredible and haven't hit play since. Yeah, it sounds like a dumpster fire of a video. I legit only opened it to put it in my history and read the comments. Uh-oh, I'm dead. That was my fault. Well, yeah, it was my fault. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I should probably end stream soon because it's almost 6. It's almost 6 at night, and again, I have work in the morning, so. Shit. How am I supposed to... Fuck. Yeah, so like how the fuck am I supposed to... Fuck. Okay. Oh my god.
Hold on! Grant me strength! Hey!
Hmm. Hmm. Ah, really?
Hey! Face them! Better not be trying to start fires around here. Hold on. Now you pay!
Hey, here, dog! Bleed! Your fate is sealed! You! Ah! Stay back! Ah! Come no closer! Shit! No! You can't hide from us! Stay back! Ugh. You fall this day! No! Ah! Shit! God grants me strength! You! Ah! Da! Bleed! No!
Ah. Well, he's dead anyway, so... I wonder if there was a way I could have killed him. Oh, I could have let him over here and kicked him off. Oh, that's sad. Wish I could have done that. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end this stream. I think I'm just gonna end the stream now. I think I've been streaming for like 3 hours. Yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream now. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. And I feel like it. But yeah, I'm done. Just a sec. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15, no. See ya.